Hello everyone, Wanderer here. I seem to be having trouble with my camera. Well, guess we will just skip that. Oh, maybe here it comes. Are we loading? Ooh. We have the game, and we have me. Hello. Okay, it has been a little while since I have streamed. Life has been doing me no good. So, here we are on the Season 2 WostrelCraft server. Here, where it's what became our spawn village. I believe when we first logged on, the spawn point was just over that hill. But Dave and Nathan liked this valley. They moved the spawn point here, and it has developed over time. We used to have a little starter hole up in the hill here, and now it's been replaced by all these little gardens and farms, and now the first enchanting stable is still sitting there. But yeah, we got watermelons and flowers, and what's this, carrots? No, potatoes, and some pigs, and pumpkins, flowers all over the place, cocoa beans here around the end portal. Nathan's got his place in this hill right here. He's pretty much tunneled all the way to the top. He's got a few platforms up there. This is probably just going to be a nice tour video. Let you see just about everything. He's got his white room and his blue beam. So, yeah. Oh, we were goofing around with some minecarts over the weekend, so I guess they just left them moving. He's got a little elevator here that goes all the way to the top, and he is working on setting up a village up there for an iron golem farm. So he's got the villagers in place. I'm not sure what else he needs to do for it. That must be where he's accessing the portal from. So out here we have a very special sign. That was a joke. But it hasn't gotten taken down, so I'm just going to leave it. Down over this way, we got... this is an original water source when we first joined on, but it got... it actually had a winding path and some bridges made for it. So it actually comes down here, got a little waterfall. And then we end up down here by Tink's home, which is Nathan's wife. And we got some wild bunnies all over the place because they escaped their pen. Little glass area up in the wall up there was one of Nathan's kids. I think they've since moved to another thing on the other side here. Is that? Yeah, that little floating island there just behind Nathan's hill is where they have been most recently. This towering monstrosity here is Dave's place. My nose is itching today. So, this used to be a small path in here, but we wanted a more official way to get up to the two David's places, so it was widened and made out. So this here is Dwaz, this is his place, And then the far one over there is 6'5". So he's got multiple floors here. And some, I think he's got something down below. I'm not sure what all it is. Oh, there's a nice drop out to the world. So over here, this is Dwaz's girlfriend's house. A very beautiful woman's house. Okay. Oh, added some windows since last time I was over here. And some trapdoors to open the gates. Ooh. I don't remember seeing this before. Got an interesting farm there. I didn't notice that before. I wonder if it was recently added. This is what? Okay, I'm gonna jump down there and see. This is the property of Nathan. Okay. Something tells me that's supposed to be a joke. But, okay. So over here, a 6'5" place. I don't know if I've been over here on camera before. I'm hoping you guys are seeing this. My preview screen is still stuck showing back where he's working on the iron golem for him. Let me see. Can I refresh this page? Will that help? Okay, that looks better. So, yep. He's got his gardens out here. Portal there. And a big tall house. And looks like he's got a beacon going as well. Which way do I want to go? I think I'm actually going to... Assuming there's a sheep down there on the side of his basement. Okay. I do have some pearls, so we are going to take a quick trip back over to where we started. See how far I can get it. Up on the top of the hill. That's fine. So that's pretty much the area real close around spawn. And then, of course, this route heads out to my place, which is on the other side of the water. So we got a nice little bridge here that we worked on. Nathan did most of the work, I think, but oh, you can see my beacons off in the distance there. Of course, once we get up close, you won't be able to see them because it's entirely inside a mountain that hasn't rendered yet. So, we had a stream going when we built the bridge here, and someone made a comment about Nathan having a workbench just like 10 blocks away, but yet he still set one down out of his inventory to do something and then picked it right back up again. So in honor of that moment, I decorated the tunnel here with plenty of crafting benches. The tunnel might be a little dark on stream. Nothing spawns in here because the floor is entirely half slabs. So then we have the So far it's just a floating platform more than a bridge, because we haven't made any good looking structural details to it other than the center pillar. And there's my 4 beacons. Ah, the mountain is slowly rendering in. So we've got a little entry platform here, the Tree of Infinite Wisdom and Knowledge. This, when I first started out, something glitched for me and I spawned down in this sandy area here, I think it was. Didn't know where everybody else was, so I swam across the water because I liked the look of this place and started a tree farm up here to start with, and then tunneled into the mountain here, and that's how it all began. Now we've got a couple platforms on higher levels. Haven't done a lot of expansion up, mostly down so far. Another wart farm. My first bed is still there. This is my enchanting and brewing room. So we got, well, most of the stuff's over here. Plenty of books, some bows and fishing poles in there. Plenty of potions. And some miscellaneous stuff over here. And not as much up here. We get to the platforms that I haven't done much with yet. Still trying to decide what I want to do with this little thing over here. It's right above where the tree farm was, so it's almost like that whole... It was supposed to be a mountain, but the generation knocked out the middle portion of it. So I just have this floating thing at the very top. Over here... Still haven't done much in this area. Another platform up here, even smaller. Here you can see the beacons coming up. And then up here, this is as far as I made it with the staircase. Although there is an access point here to go all the way to the very top as I was digging it out for the beacons to have sky visibility. I'll come back down here. So next floor down has my nether portal. Next floor down we have cows. Nice big open area for cow breeding. Down here is the what has become the main floor. It's got all the storage in it, all the farming areas. That's pretty much the only ground level entrance, other than going back up a few flights to there. There used to be an entrance through here, but I walled it off and made a nice little garden area. Started decorating the wall here above it. More farms out here, wheat, reeds, potatoes, carrots. Got a little smelting setup going on, and then we got a little tiny chicken farm here, of which looks like most of the chickens are gone, but maybe they're just grouped up in little things like this in the corners for some reason. Started digging out here to see if I could do anything this way. Still not sure if I'm going to or not. It comes out on the water over there. Not much around this way. You used to be able to go up through here, loop around, and come out to the coast, but I kind of sealed it off when I expanded the cow pen. Started with just a little bit of storage here, eventually expanded out. Most of these chests are filled with smooth stone at the moment, though. I will go out there in a little while. We've got some chests here. Both my wife and my daughter occasionally hop on and play with us. Down here, we got our pig pen. And got my phone ringing. Quite a few areas here left for possible expansion. And then the stairs come all the way down here to bedrock, where I have cleared out the entire area that is within the Haste 2 beacon. And of course here we have our quad beacon set up. So we're getting quite a few boosts from that. Makes it nice to do stuff. Especially the speed buffer running around. And then I've started doing the next level up. Oh, looks like I missed a block there. I have to go get him. Is that? That might be the. That looks like it's below that level. Okay, so gradually clearing that out. And that level will probably be the last that I pull out from here as I'm getting out of the area where diamonds spawn. Was thinking of having a little platform like this at every landing for the staircase that went around the beacon. Excuse me. I did a couple of them so far, but not too much. Whoa. Glitch there. So that's pretty much it for my little base. Also, down there, the platform right before we got down to the bedrock level is at level 11, and we have a big tunnel structure all across the map at level 11. Pretty much, we have a world border in place. It's slowly expanding, and pretty much the tunnels go from 0-0, a straight diagonal path out to all four corners. Left a boat here. This is where I was getting a bunch of sand and sandstone from. Used to be, before I put that tunnel in, you had to go all the way around the edge here. And there's another spot where it was harvesting stand, and there you see the bridge that goes over to the main entrance. As we were watching the border expand, we also kept going out this way along the edge just to keep track of how far it went. So out this way, got a little tunnel here. This is actually following the diagonal that the tunnel down on level 11 goes. Started widening this. I don't know who made this one. I'm guessing it was 6'5", but it was already there when I started developing out in this area. So I'm not sure who actually did that. Over here, you can see where we did some more sand harvesting out there. And then back over this way is where I had set up a tree farm once I stopped using the one on that little island outside my place. The tree farm extraordinaire. And I haven't been out here recently. I got plenty of wood. Got some supplies over here. Oh, I am probably going to have to take this phone call. So, give me a moment and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Let's see. Sorry about that. Unavoidable phone call. We need to switch back to this view. There we go. There's my lovely face again. So, I have ordered a new computer. Hopefully that will be here. I'm getting another phone call, but I have no idea what number that is, so I'm going to let it go to voicemail. So down here we have the corner of the world, northeast style, because this was the extent of the world border at the point I came out here and started digging. So I started here, I hollowed a little bit out here. Eventually it got too big to keep doing every day because the border was expanding so fast. My daughter took over a little bit and did all that out there, and then a little bit down below. So I'd come out here and make this tunnel down, or the staircase down here, as far as the world border would let me each day. Down here at level 11, we have the path going back to 0, and from there all the other corners. Stuck an ender chest there. This goes out to where the corner at least was. It's been a couple days since I've been out there, so probably have a little bit of digging to do. And then of course I continued on down here and did a little bit of work down here at Bedrock as well. Haven't taken it too far. This was a little room I made to kill the wither bosses in, and it worked pretty good. I'd make them in there, come duck behind here, they'd pop, I'd stick out, shoot arrows at them until they were down to half, and then run in and attack with my sword. Didn't even need to use any potions or anything. It was so effective. And yeah, I didn't make it very far out this way at all. Sounds like there's some lava that way too. So we are going to head back this way. We got a few areas here and there that got hollowed out for whatever reason. Probably mined some resources out and just cleared the area because it was so riddled. Keep heading down this way. Gotta stretch my arm. Did something, it's been about 3 weeks now. Ended up pinching a nerve in my back or neck or something, and still, shoulder and arm have a fair amount of pain still, but I can tolerate sitting here at the computer for a little while. Get down here, and we are at the area under my place. See, we got the beacons up there. We're here on the level 11 platform. So the diagonal tunnel continues down that way. We'll actually go catch back up to it over here. And along this way. I think right here. Right here is an extra tunnel I added in that goes over to a ladder up to our skeleton and zombie farm. Down there you can just see the nether portals at 0, 0. We'll take this route though, and then loop our way back around. Gotta stretch that arm out every once in a while. Really stiffens up. We'll jump up here real quick. Just a short climb to get up to where the spawners are at. We've got a portal here. We have lots of bones and arrows and bows. David Bowie, of course. So the spawner is right on the other side of there, and they go up and fall down here. So I just stand here AFK, wait until about 300 or so of them built up, and then toss a healing potion at them. Down over this way. I haven't really done much with it, but this is where the zombie one is. Nathan did most of the stuff here. He set all the tracks up here to weed out zombie villagers so he could cure them, and that's how he got his first villagers for his iron golem farm. And splash. So back out here. What do we want to look at? We got right there is 0, 0, of course. That's close enough. We'll just go look here. So we get little compass direction signs set up, help you remember. Over here, is where Nathan had his first resource farming area. And then I believe it's off this way. Yeah. Oh, we got a slime here in the hallway. You're just a baby. Down here should be... there we go. So this ladder goes up to Dwaz's place. Yawn. Man. I'm so tired. I forget where. Oh, this goes up into where the little starter hovel was that I showed you back behind the gardens. That's why this is here. So if my place is off that way, that means Nathan's place should be over in this area a little bit. So somewhere out here is where we should be able to find his beacon under his place. Ah, there it is. So he's actually not too far off, because I believe 00 is just right around this corner. Yep. That's about it for the overworld. Hello, I'm stuck down in the floor. How do I get out? I guess I don't. Oh, there we go. Where are we? Oh, they cleared out some of the walls. That's why I don't recognize it. Okay. So this was our little starter hub here. This goes back to spawn. 6'5", Dwaz. This one goes to the zombie and skeleton farm. That's the one we just came through. This one over here goes to my place. That one, I think, goes out pretty close to the corner at that end, or at least where it was about 3 days ago. This, I'm not sure. I think this is Nathan's kid's place. Out here, we got a little lucky when we first joined here. That's another corner, or at least it was 3 days ago. Right on the on the edge over there, it drops down to another fortress, and right there are also 2 blaze spawners. So got kind of lucky starting the game out that close. There's also an entrance down here. We got a fair amount of blazes over here too. Bye bye. You can go away. And I don't know if there's any here at the moment. But this is also a pretty good spawner for, oh, I'm going to take some fire damage. We'll just die already? Oh, another one over here. You bugger. Keep shooting at me. I hear them, but I don't see any. You. Okay. So this is also a real good area to hunt wither skulls at too. I know one day I came in here and there were so many of them with my looting 3 sword. I actually had 3 skulls within probably less than 5 minutes. I hear him, but he's probably down below. Surprised there weren't any other skeletons here now. There's also a little area down here that we like to harvest from. That's where that blaze is, I believe. Yeah, there you are. And you're gonna get me. Older piece of armor that I had fire protection on it, so I'm still used to not worrying about the blazes. There's one. And of course I got withered. And a skull. See? Very good area to harvest them from. Up on me. And up here goes out to the other portion of the got a few guys out here too. Every once in a while we have these barriers here. Prevents these guys from moving around a lot. No more heads. There's another guy. So we got that. These were more the usual narrow walkways like this over here, but I widened them out to increase the spawning area for the withers. Over there is of course where the 2 blaze spawners are at. Sure if these guys are going to attack me or not, because we've attacked them a fair amount. And then I'll take like long distance pot shots at these guys and accidentally hit a zombie every once in a while. Talking about lag. Wow. As soon as I turn my back, that's when he pops up. So that's one spawner, and then there's another one up underneath the staircase here. This one I don't think they can get... Oh, they might be able to get out of there. But they can still spawn outside of it as well. So that's about it for the Nether. Or at least the main areas that we've done stuff in. I was goofing around here. I had some extra snow on me. Haven't done a lot of exploring in the Nether. Just because everything was so close. Stretch the arm again. I think 6'5" was using this as a zombie pigman crusher to avoid some of their aggro. Sounded like he was close. I don't know where he's at. Every once in a while we get one spawn inside of here, aghast, and he gets stuck. We're gonna head this way. One last thing on the tour agenda. And that's down this way. Everything's itching. Ah, here we go. Another portal. So when we first went looking for it and found it, we could get up to the bars here. Where am I? Some remodeling's been done, of course, but we'd get up to just outside of where these barred windows were, and we could see the world border right here. So the entire portal was just on the other side of it, and we had to wait like 2 days before we could actually get to it. And then as soon as it was available, we went through and took on the dragon. So, spawned us out here. We had to go up and in, and then out here is where we built our Enderman farm. So we now have unlimited pearls and a nice quick experience generator to enchant stuff. Yawn. So this we just finally got set up last weekend, I think it was. Of course, everyone has to come along and smack into me if they don't. Just because. And then we got enchanting and, whatever the anvil does. Repair, combine. Didn't really have an official term, I don't think. So that's pretty much it for the tour. I may stream again later today, but I have a few things I need to go do. So I think that is going to be it for now. Oh, I never even really... I mentioned I ordered a new computer, I think. That should be arriving within a couple days. Or weeks. Who knows. Had several people recommend it in their streams and YouTube videos. And it had been, about 20 years since I'd purchased a new computer. I've done a lot of building and repairing my own piecemeal over time. So I decided to actually buy a fully built one. And like I said, people had been recommending iBuyPower. So I decided to give them a try. And they had an option where you get 5% off if you defer shipping till after the holidays. So I went for that option, save a little bit of money, and any time now it should be coming. And I've got a list of the specs. I will get that posted on my homepage. Oh no, the game's over. It's the end. I will post those on my homepage within a little while. Not sure exactly. It's nighttime. So yeah. Should allow me to do a lot better job of streaming and recording videos. As let's see, the computer I'm currently playing on, I believe, is at least 5 years old. So, granted, it was fairly top of the line at the time. It was actually put together by a gaming cafe that used to be in the same building as my store. And when they went out of business, I picked it up for just a couple $100. So it's been good. It was fairly top of the line back when it was put together. But it's getting toward the end of its life now. God. Oh, man. And then, of course, for a little while, I was just gaming on a laptop. That definitely didn't work too good. As I would get a lot of lag just participating on the servers. So down here you can see where I was doing work. I found there was a natural cave down there that goes back about that far, and I was going to take all this out and let the ocean flood into that cave. Should probably finish doing that at some point. But anyways, so that's my computer story. In other news, I've probably mentioned it before. I don't know if it's listed on my page or not, but I had been on a contract at Microsoft for the past almost 5 years. And due to their recently implemented 18-month on, 6-month off policy, my contract was forced to go away as of December 31st. So I am currently looking for a new job, trying to get something worked out where I do job search stuff in the morning, and then God, excuse me, hopefully I will be able to stream in the afternoons if I'm not going to an interview or something. And we'll see if we can get a somewhat regular schedule going. I'm not sure what all. I'm also considering setting something up, I don't know, PayPal or something like that. Maybe to accept donations to help expand my gaming library, because Minecraft has pretty much been it for the last several years. I was still playing EverQuest and EverQuest 2 about 5 years ago when I started that job, but I don't think I've touched it in at least 2 to 3 years now. Life has just been too busy. Dabbled with a couple other things recently. I tried doing a GeoGuessr series. I may still do that every once in a while too. It's a fun little thing, but it gets a little boring to do it long term. I've also got TerraTech. Hadn't played that for a month or so, but they've released some updates, expanded the quest line in that. So I will probably give that a go again here soon. It's a fun little game, still in early access development, alpha stage, so there can occasionally be lots of bugs, and every once in a while a change will be so radical that you'll have to start a new save game file. But it's still fun to play, so we'll probably get that back going again. And then once I have the new computer, I'll probably have the ability to play some more games that require more resources out of the computer. So if I get something set up for donations, that would help there, expand my gaming library. Especially when they first come out. The real popular titles are at around $50 each, so that adds up fast. And then even though I got a new computer, I still need some other things to go with it, like a new chair, as this is a really old one. It was sitting in the corner of my bedroom with blankets and such piled on top of it, but when I hurt my back a couple weeks ago, sitting on a kitchen chair just wasn't cutting it anymore. So we rolled this one in here. It's been a little bit better, but it's still many years old as well, even though it hasn't been used recently. And then of course there's my messy office, which I need to get cleaned up before the new computer arrives. So I think that's about it for today. Thank you guys for joining me, and hopefully I will see you soon. Later. Bye.